Good day, creative geniuses. Welcome. Welcome to my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I'm Reverend Suzanne Grace, Spiritual Director here at the Foothill Center for Spiritual Living in Auburn, California. So grateful we come together once a week to do our spiritual practice together. So welcome. So happy you're here, whenever and wherever you watch this from. Please let me know. I also do put this on our YouTube page, so people that aren't on Facebook can also hear it. So feel free to share it with someone who may benefit. Pass on the good. So I'm grateful for that. So going to my dynamic duo of Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker a few days ago. It was called The Law of Right Action is Operating in My Life Now. And I thought, what a great way to wake up and say, and plant a seed and say an affirmation. The law of right action is operating in my life now. Let's say that out loud if you can. The law of right action is operating in my life now. And that means something different to each of us, doesn't it? Yeah. And they have a quote from the Bible from Job that says, "For then shall thou have thy delight in the Almighty, and shall lift up thy face unto God." So I'm going to read a little bit from this, then we'll do a short breath practice, and then prayer. Right action means that every legitimate and constructive purpose that we have in mind shall be successfully executed. It means that we shall know what to do, how to think, how to act, and how to proceed. We definitely can declare that since our word is in accord with the divine nature, it actually is the law of God in our experience, enforcing itself. Therefore, there's nothing in us or around us which can limit our word. The power of this law is with each of us, and the action which results from this power produces harmony, peace, joy, and success. You know, I mentioned, I think it was last week, about how we're always connected to the divine presence, but sometimes we just forget, or we don't realize that we are. And I gave the image of, you go to turn on a light switch and the light doesn't come on, and you're wondering, well, what the heck happened? And all that happened maybe is you look down and the cord was not in the wall. It was unplugged. So the circuit of the light couldn't turn on. So we have to plug ourselves in to the socket of God every day, every moment. It's just a great reminder. So when we are plugged in, that law of right action automatically produces harmony, peace, joy, and success. They say. So it's just a good reminder when things show up that are irritating or frustrating, take a breath. Come back in. Replug. Plug back in. That's all we have to do. But we have to remember to do it. That's the trick. All right, so that was the reading I want to do. Let's do a little breath practice and then we'll go into prayer. And happy Wednesday, all of you that are showing up. I so appreciate you. So let's feel our feet on Mother Earth and put your hands, if you're not driving, put your hands on your thigh bones, and we're going to lift up our shoulders just for a moment and consciously pull up tension that you're holding, physical tension, mental tension, emotional tension. Just imagine you can just ball it all up here. And then we're going to, with a big exhale, oh, let it go. Drop your shoulders. Oh, it feels like a ton of bricks. And just drop that tension. And as we feel our feet on Mother Earth and sit with a tall spine, I invite you to close your eyes and drop from your busy thinking mind into your feeling heart. And take one hand and just lightly tap your heart chakra, awakening that energy, that vibration of the heart, that divine flow. Breathe in, breathe out. And then take your fingertips and lightly tap the middle of your forehead, right between the eyebrows, your wisdom eye. And breathe in and breathe out. Lightly tap the top of your head, which is called your crown chakra, opening to our infinite potential today. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. And you can let your hands rest on your lap. And take a big exhale. Feel what you feel from that simple awareness and breath. And take another conscious breath in, expanding into that heart. And exhale. And find stillness for a moment. As I read this prayer in the first person, I invite you to take it in for yourself today. Recognizing that there is but one power, one presence, and one life, I so unite myself with this life that all things become possible to me through faith. Humbly, reverently, but with complete conviction, I accept the gift of heaven today, that life which is complete and perfect right here and now. I know that in this consciousness of reality is the supply for my every need, physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. And I accept that supply in deepest gratitude. I am thankful that this is the way life fulfills my needs, through the doorway of my inner self. And I am thankful that I know how to use this perfect law. I come to this great fountain of supply in the very center of my being to absorb that for which I have need, mentally, physically, emotionally. And I am filled with the sense of the reality of that which I so desire. As I am filled with the reality, I permit it to flow into my world of thought and action, knowing absolutely that it brings peace and harmony and order all around me. There arises within me limitless faith in the unconquerable presence, the perfect law, and divine right action. I claim that the law of right action is operating in my life now. Yes. Again, let us just make that claim. Let that be your mantra today. that you are divinely guided into whatever it is you need to do, whoever it is you need to speak to, however it is you need to be today. It is from a safe, loving, clear place that you proceed. How good it is to know this truth for each of us today and every day. That we can claim that law of right action whenever we need. Yes. And so we take a deep breath again, a breath of gratitude for this time of reconnection to our sacred center and to the divine within us, the God power within us. Grateful, grateful, grateful. And so we gently come back as we open our eyes and return to this moment. I invite you to bring your palms together, clasp your fingers, and take a nice big divine stretch. Look up. Ooh, pop, pop, pop. Open your arms wide and bring your arms down. Ah, so good. I really needed to hear that today. I got a lot going on, and I am ready to have divine right action. Ooh, so remember to pass this on to a friend who might benefit. I'll put it on our YouTube page a little bit later. So good. So happy to see. Hi, Eric, Pam, and Mary Ann. Grateful, grateful, grateful. You are here getting that dynamic duo hit today. Divine right action. It's happening right now. So I'll see you all on Sunday at our new sanctuary, and I so appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Namaste.